Testing, testing, one, two, three, testing, 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 one, two, three, testing. Maloni, ko toko ingo ko Matthew Ineleo, ko kumātua ko māleko mahea moa, ko ana whānau I Wellington, nei la wau e noho I Tamaki Makaurau, au ki lani nei. Ko toko wāwanga ko Samantha Ineleo, toko tolu tā mā whānau, ni teine, nei. Teine matua, ko Penina, teine lua, ko Eden, oh sorry, ko Tiale, ma te pepe ko Eden, nei. So we have three girls. Firstly, just want to give thanks to God for an opportunity to share some thoughts ni te children's Tokelau Children's Story program. Thanks to the support of Pacific Education Centre, David Riley, and also acknowledgements to Te Tamana Hauhea ni ki a Reverend Yutana Fuea. Three key things stand out for me when I reflect on the journey of these children's storybooks. Firstly, uh, we gave young Tokelau people a chance to realize the talents that they have. We gave young Tokelau people the opportunity to challenge themselves, to think about a goal which was pretty big, and to achieve that goal. So, these young Tokelau writers, I'm sure if they look back 2 years ago, they never would have thought that they would be writing a children's story. And that's exactly what they did. So, this opportunity gave them a chance to recognize and use their talents, use it in a good way, use it in a productive way, and hopefully inspire them to think about what the next challenge will be and how they will apply their learning to the next challenge in their life, how they will utilize the talents they have to further themselves. So I think that is number one, a great thing to see. The second thing is I observed my daughter Penina, as she was looking for the stories that she wanted to write about, she needed to speak to her grandparents, both her grandma being from Atahu and her grandfather being from Nukunonu. They had a lot of really, really great stories to share. Um, Grandma's got one. It's quite a funny one, but that one didn't make it to the book. But I'm sure Penina's got that one packed, maybe a future project. Her grandfather's story is the one that was published, the story about Waka I Tokelauani, the outrigger canoes. So it's a great story about feeling like you've got the best boat in the Nukuni, and just sharing some of the tales of her grandfather back growing up as a teenager, funnily enough, around the same age that Penina is now. So I thought that was really nice to see. What I observed is when her grandparents were sharing the stories with their granddaughter, they were so happy to share them. They were laughing and they were reminiscing. You can see it in their eyes. They were just so happy to share the days of their teenage years with their teenage granddaughter. Such a rewarding experience to see. It deepened their relationship. It made them closer. It made them connect better because they had a purpose. They had something mutual that they needed to talk about. So I think that was really beautiful to watch. And then lastly, I would say another rewarding thing to think about is that the story that was shared is now something that will be passed on for many, many years to come. Once her papa moves on to the next world, once she moves on to the next world, the stories will remain. And that's a really, really beautiful thing to think about. Nā mokopuna or nā mokopuna. We'll be able to read and reflect on these stories. I have no doubt that the story themselves will give a talking point to other Tokelau people who were raised I Tokelau, just like grandma and granddad. I'm sure most of the Tokelauan men who were raised in Tokelau when Ngā Waka the outrigger canoes were the mode of transport, I'm sure they all had the fastest boat in the Nuku. But that's the beauty of sharing these stories and preserving these stories for our future generations. So lastly, once again, thank you ni hakai tailahi lele ki te Pacific Education Centre, kia David Riley, ma te tamana hoi hoi kia Revenue Tanda hakai tai ni hakai e tai. We're so grateful for the opportunity, and I'm sure all of our community feel the same way. Malo.